What's going on, everybody? It's Jordan from FitGrind, and today I'm going to take you through the full tutorial on deadlifts and teach you how to not snap your shit up. I'm going to give you 5 awesome cues that are going to take your deadlift from this to this. Let's get it. Before we get started with the video, if you're interested in checking out my fitness apparel line, FitGrind Apparel, we've got items like the blue camo jacket that'll be releasing this fall. We do monthly gift card giveaways, so click the link in the description, fitgrindapparel.com. You can go sign up for your chance to win a free FitGrind gift card. You can get items like this that'll be releasing in the fall, as well as other items like our blue camo shorts, arm green shorts, men's relentless tee, and our full females fitness apparel line. So if you're interested, go sign up for your chance to win a free FitGrind gift card. So these are the 5 cues that you need to blow up your deadlift, and let's hop right into that first one. So the first most important thing when you're deadlifting is your setup. If your setup is off, all this does not matter. So make sure that you get step 1 right. So in order to properly set up on a deadlift, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get close to the bar. We don't want that shin touching the bar. We also don't wanna be super far away from it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set up to where when we look down on our feet, the bar is covering our shoelaces. So like I said, we don't wanna be super far away from the bar. We also don't want that bar right up against the shin. So when we look down, the setup is the bar is covering our shoelaces. If you're enjoying this video, make sure that you hit that big thumbs up button. That helps me push out my content, grow the channel. And if you haven't already done so, smash that subscribe button. I post weekly videos on functional fitness, functional bodybuilding, as well as gym equipment reviews. Step number 2 is we're gonna create a hip hinge with a squat. The deadlift is not just a squat, it's not just a hinge, it's taking both of those movement patterns and pairing them together. So step number 1 is gonna build into step number 2 by setting up close to that bar. It's gonna force you to hinge your hips. If you squat from this motion, you're gonna notice that that bar's just gonna shoot out, it's gonna hit your ankles, and it's gonna roll away from you. So, by setting up nice and close to that bar, it forces us to hip hinge, clear some room, squat into that deadlift, and that's gonna be a really strong and safe position to deadlift from. Cue number 3 is going to be a big breath and brace. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a breath in from your diaphragm, and you're gonna brace, and you're gonna imagine like someone's gonna come up and punch you in the stomach. That's the kind of brace that we need when we're doing a deadlift to keep our spine neutral and to keep everything nice and tight. The way that I want you to breathe through your diaphragm is put one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach. When you take a big breath, the hand on your stomach should rise, the hand on your chest should stay the same. We don't want to breathe through the chest, that's not going to do anything for us. We need to get that air in our diaphragm. That's what's going to allow us to stay super tight on the deadlift. Cue number 4 is that you need to initiate the movement from the legs. The deadlift, we're not just picking the weight up off the ground. What you need to frame your mindset as is you're equal balancing the push and the pull. So what I like to think of is breath, brace, make sure my setup's all good, and then from there I'm gonna take my feet and I'm gonna drive them into the ground as hard as I can. That's gonna allow you to use your legs. It's gonna allow you to use less of your back. It's gonna allow you to really explode up off the ground and use your strong legs as opposed to relying on the back to pick that deadlift off the ground. So make sure that you have your setup right, you're looking down, can't see your shoelaces. Make sure that you hip hinge, you squat into that movement, you get a big breath and you brace into your diaphragm like someone's gonna come punch you in the stomach. You're gonna push your feet into the ground, and when we're driving away, we want that bar to stay close. And how we do that is by setting our shoulders down and back, and that's gonna allow you to keep driving with your legs and not let that bar get out in front of us. If that bar gets out in front of us, it's really hard to use our legs. That's when your back's gonna take over and things are really gonna start to go south. So as you're driving the ground away, scrape the bar up your legs, and then once you get it right to your knees, this is one of the most important steps, is you need to extend your hips, and that is step number 5, and that's cue number 5. You have to push your hips through. What that's gonna do is a lot of people get really stuck around the knee. They start shaking and get all crazy and the bar gets out. One simple cue is just push your hips into the bar. You need to extend your hips like a hip thrust or a kettlebell swing. We need to get full hip extension in order to lock out that top of the deadlift. So run it from the bottom. You're gonna start off with your setup. You're gonna set up where that bar is in line with your feet to where you can't see your shoelaces. Step number 2, you're gonna hinge your hips and then squat to get to your setup position. From there, you're gonna take a big breath in. You're gonna brace like someone's gonna punch you in the stomach. Cue number 4 is you're gonna drive your feet into the ground and drive the ground away like a leg press while keeping that bar super close and scraping up the legs. And then right when you get to the knee, you're gonna extend your hips through, push your hips in the bar as hard as you can, and that's gonna allow a nice strong deadlift, and that's gonna allow you to hit a heavy deadlift, to hit deadlift for reps, whatever variation of a deadlift that you're doing, it's gonna allow you to deadlift safely, but also develop strength in your legs. Deadlifts are an awesome lower body exercise. We're hitting a lot of different muscle groups. You're gonna get the best of both worlds. We're gonna build some strength. You're gonna be able to build some muscle in your legs. It's really just a fun exercise that, if it's done right, is a really awesome exercise for the lower body and for the posterior chain. If it's done wrong, it goes crazy really fast. You can potentially injure yourself. There's a lot of things that can go wrong with the deadlift. So, those are my 5 awesome cues that you need to do for your deadlifts that are gonna help you take your deadlifts, blow them up, and get you making a lot of progress in the gym. So if you enjoyed that video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Go sign up for a chance to win a free Fit Grind gift card. Like I said, I'll leave the link in the description below. FitGrindApparel.com, we do monthly winners. So what do you got to lose? Go sign up for that giveaway. We do monthly giveaways for gift cards. I'm gonna be doing a muscle up video soon, so stay tuned for that video. I'd say we'll go through a whole tutorial on how to do a muscle up. So if you're interested in that kind of content, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned. I'll catch you guys in the next one.